Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. So I want to say hello and welcome to Marketing Ideas That Work. I'm Marian LaSalle from Agency 258. We're a marketing firm out of Houston, Texas. And we actually have a location in Arizona as well. And literally, we can work from anywhere. So our marketing ideas that work is out looking for ways that you can market your business, your ideas, and we're looking anywhere and everywhere. We're looking online, we're looking traditional media. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's working in marketing, we're looking for ways that we can share your ideas out into the world. So it's 11 o'clock and we're here every single Tuesday from 11 to 11. And the reason why, and that's Central Time. And the reason why we're here is so that we can not only learn about all the marketing techniques that are going on out there, but that we can share it with you. So I'm excited today. We had a networking event here at Office in America, where we have our office. This is where I am right now, Office in America. And the second and fourth Tuesday of every month, we have a networking meeting. And it's all different types of business owners, executives, financial advisors, you name it. People that own laundromats even come. I don't know. Anybody who has a business and needs to get marketing will go to a networking event. So Office in America is a perfect. They don't charge anything for it. There's no penalty if you don't give a referral or show up, or, it just is very easygoing and very comfortable. It's always cool in here. We're on the 12th floor, so you can overlook the city of Houston. And actually what I'm looking at right now, I would show you, but the light is so bright that you wouldn't be able to see it. I can see the lottery. They have a big poster board sign that says the winnings that you could win if you buy a ticket. We don't want to rely on the lottery to support us. We want to make sure that we have some sort of business or an income stream that we're proud of. Okay, so if we won the lottery, that'd be great, right? But we don't want to count on that because it's very few and far between the people that are actually going to win the lottery, right? So we don't want to take that kind of chance. We want to go with the flow. But what I want to talk to you about today is staying up to date with what's the trends that are happening. You can go old school, and you probably should have some old school techniques, but eye on what's happening and what's coming, that you can get in front of those big pushes. Okay, so for a while, everyone was building a website. You had to have a website. That was your marketing plan. You had to have an email list and a website, and that's really all you had. And then along came videos. And videos were really cool because it was new, and people were, the only people that could afford it, though, were the big corporations. So the little guys were still either having to pay a lot of money, $3,000 and up, to have one video done, or they just didn't do it. But as time progressed, technology got better and easier, more accessible. So now the only people that aren't doing video are people who are shy. Are you shy? Don't need to be shy. You turn the camera on, you put your smile on, you tell people about your products and your services, and if you feel good about them, it's gonna come across. Like, people tell me all the time, Marian, you always seem so excited about everything. Well, that's because I am. I love marketing. I love talking about marketing. I love sharing marketing ideas. I love meeting people who are doing innovative things. And so my job is then to bring that to you. So this morning in our networking group, we had a speaker, and the speaker was talking about branding. Now, she told us her story, and her story started off, she was working for a company that did write your book in a weekend, and she said they pumped out so many horrible books, terrible, boring books that no one bought, and if they did buy them, no one read them, and it was sad. And she finally left with a bad taste in her mouth about, people writing a book, because it's just, well, anyway, she was discouraged about all the crap that's coming out because we were told that was the marketing idea that was working at the time. And it did work. It did work very well. For the people that have a passion to write a book, that have a passion to tell a story, those are the people that need to be writing a book. So if your business doesn't require you to write a book, but somebody's telling you should write a book, don't bother, okay? Do not bother, because first of all, it takes time and money to write it and to publish it and then to promote it. And if you are not going to get anywhere with it, if it's not going to help you in your marketing, it's not going to help your business, then do something else. That was her message this morning. So I love her, and if you'll bear with me for just a second, I want to get her card because I want to tell you about her. She's really cool. Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry. Yeah. If you're here, I want to see who's here. I can tell there are people in the room, but no one's saying anything. So I'd love to say hi to you. Okay, so the lady that was our speaker today is Elizabeth Ann Hamilton. And the name of her company is Flying Circus Media Group. I'm going to show you her card. Hopefully it's not backward. Flying Circus Media Group. And I love the front of her business card. It's really thick, by the way. It's a cartoon, Isn't that cute? I absolutely loved her presentation this morning. She didn't have a sales pitch. She wasn't trying to do anything other than to educate us on her story. And that's what her whole message was about, telling your story. So, like I said, back in the day when we only had a website and we only had email, you had to tell your story that way. You could write a book, which very few people were doing back then. They were just writing fiction and technical writing. But now, if you do have a story to tell, you don't have to write a book, and you don't have to have a big $30,000 website. Oh, thank you. Oh, Louise is here. Hi, Louise. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. So now let's talk about the other ways that you could tell your story, because that's what people are looking for. They're looking for a connection with you. So if you own a business and you're shy and you don't want to be in front of a camera, or you don't want people to know your story, then you need to hire somebody that does, because that's what people are looking for. If you really want to make a successful business fly, then you need to connect with people. And by telling your story, or a story anyway, that's what people are looking for. So we talked a lot about the different ways that you can get your message across by telling your story. So one of our viewers today, her story is she's a senior citizen, and she wants to bring the resources and all the different products and services that are out there for seniors. Because she is a senior, she knows the challenges, she knows what they need, and she has access to the resources that maybe some other people don't. So she's making connections with people that have a YouTube channel, that are teaching something. She has connections to people who have resources, products and services that are made specifically for the seniors and she calls herself the Baby Boomer Babe. Baby Boomer Babe is terrific, in my opinion. And here at Office in America, they're actually going to be having a senior networking event every second and fourth Thursday. Don't quote me on that. Go to Meetup and check it out for yourself. Go to Office in America and on Meetup and check and see. It's going to be a brand new senior thing. And I told the guy who's actually designing this new program and the Baby Boomer Babe that they should really work together to bring the resources in person for that audience. So, okay, so you own a business. You want to get your products and services out to the public. So you have a story, either it's your own, your company's, or somebody that you hired is going to tell the story so that people can connect with you. And then you need to tell that story somehow. So if you're not going to write a book and you're not going to blog on your website, what else is there? Video. There's that video again. I said, if you're shy, you either need to get over it or you need to hire somebody. Okay? So let's talk about what you could do on that video. How could you share your story? So let's assume you're not shy and that you're willing to put yourself out there. You're willing to do the connections the way that your audience wants, okay? What kind of equipment might you use? And if you're on a low budget, all you really need is your cell phone. That's right. Baby right here has more power in it than that used to take up a whole room. All you need is your phone, your smartphone. Can't use a landline, got to use a smartphone and a tripod. Now, they do want good audio, so I would suggest and I have some right here. I'm going to get it. Sorry, I'm reaching today. This is so cool. It's very inexpensive, and it works really well. You see this little case? Isn't that cute? It's just a zippered case, and all it is it's like a little boom mic. It's really cool. It fits right in your phone, and then it has a little microphone on it that you attach to your, so I could attach this right here and just plug this into my phone, and then I could do a video right here on my my phone on a tripod. So that's all you need to really get started is a tripod, a good mic, and your phone. And it doesn't cost much at all. And for those of you who have a bigger budget, you can go even more technical. Okay, let's put it. So you have a tripod, and you could put a video camera on there. You could do a GoPro on your head. There's a lot of different ways that you could do video. But my point is, don't wait. Don't wait, because video is really where people can connect with you. Now, let's say you're doing a live video, kind of like what we're doing here today. To do any editing to this, I can't put anything down here. I can't change it up right away. I could take the finished video, if it's not live, it's recorded. You can do a live video, record it, and then edit it later and put all kinds of information in it. Or you could do a video at your desk, on your desktop, without a phone, and then take it into a video editing program and do a lot of cool things with it. So Facebook actually came to Houston and did some training. It was a 3-day training. And for those people that went, they learned a lot. And here's what Facebook is telling you. I learned this from 2 people who went to it. It's a 3-day seminar, and they're telling everyone do video. But if you're going to do video on Facebook, you have to do it a little differently, because no one has their volume on. They're listening to it while they're working, or they're watching it. And so they're not turning the volume on. They're at an airport, or they're at a doctor's office, or there's someplace where they want to see the video, but they can't turn the volume on. So they're watching it. So what Facebook is saying is if you're going to do video for Facebook, you text on it so that people know what's happening. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So if you know what your story is and you know what kind of equipment you can use, the next thing to do is to figure out where do you want to put that video. Do you want to put it on YouTube? Do you want to put it on Facebook? Do you want to put it on your website? Do you want to do all of those? So you just have to think a little bit about who your audience is, what the message is going to be, and how you're going to do the video, and then how you're going to distribute it. So another thing we talked about this morning is that I'm going to see it for marketing. So like some of my customers, when I ask them what their marketing budget is and say, budget? What's that? You got to have that in place. So if you don't have a marketing budget, you need to figure out one, okay? You need to either get a sponsor to pay for it or you need to have some money set aside. Don't go into this thinking that you can just get free traffic because, oh, that's going to hurt you so bad. You're going to be so disappointed. No one is going to see it, and you're going to do all that work for nothing. People don't want to hear me say that, but I've been in this a long time. If you don't pay to play, no one's going to watch it. Now, if you're doing something and you don't have any money, right? Don't bother. Go get a job. No. I'm teasing. Don't go get a job. You can do this, okay? You can do this with the help of a mentor, coach, or somebody that is already doing it. You can get sponsors to pay for it. There's a lot of different ways. But if you don't at least look at all the options that you have and you just try to wing it, you're going to waste time and money. So I suggest that you do that. I suggest you get somebody to help you figure out what your strategy is. And you can do it along the way. Of course, you're going to need to build a website. But as I have found out, you don't need a $30,000 website. You could have a very basic WordPress website for under $5,000, and you could be, you know, it could be really great for you. You could even have it's not full blown without the blog and without all the pages and everything. You could just have a front page, a landing page, that type of thing. And I don't recommend that you go and get the free companies out there. I recommend that you do a WordPress because it has all the flexibility that you're going to need for your business. So there's plugins that you can put into your website that make it run and make it snazzy and shorten your little your long YouTube channel links and things like that. You want to have your own website. But other than that, what you really need to focus on is your message. Okay, so that's what Elizabeth Hamilton was talking about this morning. If you don't have a good, clear message, if you don't have a strong viewpoint, if you can't connect with your audience, they're on to somebody else. They might watch it for a minute or two, but then they're gone. So don't overlook that portion of it. You really do need to think about your strategy. So one of the things that most people have trouble with is their message. So if you're not a good writer and you're just kind of winging it and you're not really sure what your audience is looking for, you're not even sure who your customers might be, research on your own. And a friend of mine just did a training with us yesterday. And Louise, do you remember the name of that website that she gave us? I spent some time on it yesterday, and I just thought it was wonderful. Let's see if Louise can remember the name of that website. She'll put it in the little notes down here, hopefully. But basically what the website does, oh, she says, no, sorry, you didn't write it down? I thought you wrote it down. Okay, let me see if I can remember it, because it was so, it was a way for you to ask questions. And when you asked, if you put a word in or you asked a question, it gave you like 20 different ways and words that could that you could use for your marketing, your keywords and your description and things like that. Oh, Louise, I can't believe you don't remember. You didn't write it down? I thought I would remember, so I didn't write it down. See? I will look it up, and I promise that next week I will put it in here. Oh, yes, she did write it down. She's going to find it for us. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So when you're doing research, this particular website somehow finds out what other people are looking for. The words, you know, people talk about your keywords. Well, if you're writing a blog or you're writing content or you're trying to get people to see your YouTube channel, yes, they need words in order to find you. You have to come up with the words and put it in your description and put it in your title so that people, when they're searching on Google, it'll pull it up. And remember, Google owns YouTube. Okay, so if you're doing a YouTube channel and you don't put the right keywords in, people aren't going to find you. So we definitely want to make sure that we have good, solid keywords. And when I say keyword, a lot of people think it's one word. It doesn't have to be. It could be a sentence, or it could be 3 words. They call it long tail. So be thinking about what people are typing in to find what you're offering, your products and your services. And if you're doing a talk show, then you might want to think about the different things that people would be searching for when looking for your show. Okay, so while Miss Louise is looking for that website, let's talk about something else. We still have about 10 minutes. And if you have any questions, please put it in the chat, and I'd be happy to answer them. I go by what my clients are doing. I try to relay information as I learn it. So I will tell you something that we're doing right now, and that is a webinar. We're doing a webinar on the 19th of April. So if you're watching this later, there is a replay. So April 19th, 2018, from 6:30 Central Time. It's about 2 hours. We're doing a webinar on how to set up your YouTube channel so that you get paid for your time, talent, and efforts. A lot of people discount YouTube because it's free. And people, well, why should I give my stuff away for free? I put a lot of time and effort learning this. I went to college for it. Whatever. Don't look at it that way. Talk to me or come to the webinar, and I will prove to you that you can get paid for your talent and efforts with free videos. I have case studies, and I have a lot of knowledge from all the research I've been doing on the different ways that you can. And there are plenty of them, and they're coming up with new ways all the time. It's really fascinating. I just love it. One of them is Patreon. So for people, webinar. It's basically on how to set up your paid, right? My YouTube channel is Flexible Lifestyle. And why don't I go ahead and put that information in so that you can find me, okay? Let me go ahead and put that information in here into the sidebar. So if you go to YouTube and you look up Flexible Lifestyle Community, that's us. That's us, Flexible Lifestyle Community, your life, your rules. Because you can make money doing a lot of different things. You don't have to do the traditional stuff anymore. It's really cool. I'm really excited about it. Flexible Lifestyle also has a website. It's flexiblelifestyle.us, not .com, .us, because it's a community, see? So I'm gonna look up these links, and I would have normally had them all ready to put in there. However, I had a meeting this morning with Office in America, which was fantastic, by the way. If you're in the Houston area and you have not checked out Office in America, I highly recommend that you do. It is fantastic. I've been with them since almost day one, and I got to tell you, they're terrific. They really are. Okay, so I have the information, and I'm putting it in the sidebar now. There we go. So Flexible Lifestyle Community, the website is flexiblelifestyle.us. Then the YouTube, flexiblelifestyle.us/YouTube. And then of course, we have a Facebook group and a Patreon channel and email. And our email is flexiblelifestyle.com for now. I know we'll have a regular one, so don't worry about it. Okay. Now, somebody asked me for the information on the webinar. So let me get that link as well, and then we'll say goodbye. Aww. If you have any questions, feel free to fill them out there, and I'll be sure and answer them. And Louise is still looking for that link, but she'll find it. I know she will. So, all right. Good grief. Can you see that link? Okay. Now, what shall we talk about next week? Do you have anything? Oh, she can't find it. That's okay, Louise. I appreciate that. We're out of time, so don't worry about it. We've only got 2 minutes left. I promise you that if you want to know what that website is, and I highly recommend that you do, that all you have to do is email me. It's Marian at agency258.com. I'll put that in here as well. Marian at agency258.com. And I guarantee you, if you need to do research on your keyword or your description or anything to do with your audience at all, you need this website. It's free and it's amazing. And I highly recommend it. So excuse me for not having that information in front of me for this. Okay, so this is Marketing Ideas That Work. I hope you have enjoyed the show today. I know I gave you a lot of information, but it all boils down to your message. So if you can't come up with your own message, you need to find a coach or somebody that can help you really create that message in a way that people want to hear it, see it, or read it, okay? That's how they're going to consume your information. They're going to read it, they're going to see it, or they're going to view it on YouTube or Facebook. You know, you write a book, do a video, some way you need to hone in on your message so that you can get it out to the world, because that's what people are looking for, a connection with you and your message. All right. Well, until next week, when Russ will be back. That's right. Russ will be back with us next week, same time, Tuesdays, 11 o'clock Central Time, right here. All right. We'll see you again. Bye for now.